the Fifth. If you're innocent, why are you taking the Fifth Amendment?
And Sean, I'll just here's just a little hint to viewers at home. Innocent people don't invoke the Fifth. Fauci invoked it 111 times. You draw your own conclusion.
So, Mr. Trump, I take it you are not going to answer any questions about your preparation today with your counsel. Is that correct?
Should I say this, or should I respond to that?
Just read that.
For all of the reasons provided in my answer, which is incorporated herein, in its entirety, I decline to answer the question. Same answer. 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 Same.
It's the pure hypocrisy. Every day, people like Josh Hawley and Ted Cruz, they just lie like they're breathing. They don't even know how to tell the truth. It's really gross. And Josh Hawley, aren't you the little bitch that was running through the Capitol on January 6th? Running away from Trump supporters that wanted to beat you because Donald Trump lied about the election being stolen. And you still went and wouldn't impeach him. And you still went and voted for him. Even when he was a felon, you voted for him. When he was a rapist, you voted for him. And you voted for him. And you voted for him because you just want one thing. And look, this is really what this all is, right? Because the economy's in the toilet. MAGA supporters are leaving him, not because they care, they're regretting their vote, because their vote is negatively affecting their business or their paychecks. They don't give a damn about right or wrong. The war in Iran, we've lost 18 soldiers. Gas is going up. Inflation's going up. Jobs were down, 23,000 last month? I mean, it is an absolute dumpster fire upon dumpster fire. So what they need to do is, instead of actually making this country better and coming up with policies that help us, let's make people pissed off and angry. Goebbels said during the time of Hitler, if you tell the lie enough, people will believe you. At the end of George Orwell's 1984 book, he convinced him that 2 + 2 is 5. That's what this is. This is fascist propaganda because his base is like drug addicts. There was a video I saw of a former Trump supporter. And he goes, why were you a Trump supporter? He's like, I believe the lies. He's like, it was like a dopamine hit. I needed to be upset and angry all the time. The culture wars. He's like, I was afraid that the brown people were coming for me, that they were going to take my guns. They were taking freedom. They were taking my free speech. Every day, I was mad and angry. He's like, and it changed my personality. He said, the moment that I turned off Fox News, I wasn't angry anymore. I became a good person again. That's what this is. And when you look at Trump's white trash base, and you are white trash because you voted for a rapist and a felon who caused an insurrection, you are trash. You are the definition of white trash. And I say that as my dad that grew up in Terre Haute, Indiana. Good people, but they're trash. Is that you people have the IQ of my iPhone case. You're fucking idiots. You are. You're morons. And you look in the mirror and you say, how can I blame somebody for my shitty life today? Whose fault is it? Is it woke? Is it the libtards? Is it the Democrats? Maybe it's Hillary's emails or Hunter Biden's laptop. Maybe it's the Somalians that are eating my dogs and cats. Maybe it's the brown Mexicans that are poisoning the blood of my country. Who can I blame today for my shitty life? And that's what you do. Literally, the president of the United States is destroying the economy. He's earned over $3 billion. He still hasn't even shown you his taxes. He hasn't stopped the war in Ukraine. He didn't even run on a platform. He said, I have concepts of a healthcare plan. The dude literally talked about Hannibal Lecter eating his neighbor's brains. And you dumbasses went, yeah, America, look, he's got flags and bald eagles. I'm too stupid. He must love America if he's got nationalism, because that's what you are. You are simple-celled amoebas who need to be pissed off and angry. And you're in the red states that get so much money from the blue states while you bitch and moan about being a libtard, yet almost the vast majority of the wealth comes from the libtard blue states, and you're last in education, highest in crime, lowest in happiness, lowest in health care. You won't even raise minimum wage, and you keep voting for Republicans, and you perpetuate this cycle of stupidity. I'm going to own the libs because they're destroying America. There's one issue, abortion. That's all I care about because I'm too stupid with my 16th. Screw health care. And then they give tax breaks to rich people, and those rich people give them lots of money, and the next election, you vote for them again, because this time, they're blaming the transgender athletes, or, what do you want, men and women's bathrooms? Be afraid, be afraid. You created this. You literally created your own abusive relationship, your own stupidity, your own poverty, through decades of inbreeding. You mix that with white supremacy because you couldn't vote for the black woman, because you were triggered by Barack Obama, and this is what you get. It's like that scene in Jack Skellington where she's making the professor his stew, and he goes unconscious, and they go, a little bit of this, a little bit of racism, a little bit of white supremacy, a little bit of misogyny, stupidity, concepts of plans, brown people, black people, oh, the pilot's not qualified if they're black. And this is what you get. People that are pissed off and angry. And Steve Bannon said it best. He says, we have to go at this like a machine gun. You have to have so much outrage. You have to constantly make people pissed off and angry every day, like a blizzard, where you can't see anything. And you know what's going to happen? This is what we're starting to see. You could make them all you want. Go ahead, do your white supremacy and your racism and your culture wars. Go ahead and try to impeach or arrest Dr. Fauci. But you know what people don't care about? They ain't going to care about that when they be paying $5, $6, $7, $8 for gas. When their groceries have doubled. When they don't have their health insurance. You can get them into culture wars all they want. But there's only one thing that's going to move them. And it's the same thing that moved the people off of Benito Mussolini. When they couldn't afford food, when they bought food on the black market, when housing was unaffordable. Because you, MAGA, don't care that Donald Trump rapes women. You don't care about the officers that died on January 6th. You don't care that women lost their rights to do what they want with their bodies and they're dying of sepsis. You don't care that 170 girls were murdered by Donald Trump when he bombed them. Oops, by accident. My bad, bro. You don't care that he posts pictures of memes of Barack Obama. You only care about one thing, money. And that is the only thing that's going to move them. And it's not that they're going to regret their vote. They're regretting the consequences of their misogyny and their white supremacy and their stupidity and your selfishness. Have a good day.